And of course I said yes. She is doing a conference called Integrate to Success. Now that topic, the name of that topic within itself speaks volume. Please get a pen, a piece of paper, a pad. If you don't have those, turn your thinking cap on so you can remember what she's about to tell you, because ladies and gentlemen, well, gentlemen, give the ladies your wallet maybe so they can come out and get a good seat and purchase a good ticket and get in the know, but she's going to bring you the information that you need regarding her conference that's going to take place within, 2 weeks away. Please, please, please don't do anything else but watch this segment. We need to fill those seats up to seating capacity, okay? And we'll keep giving you that information too. So please enjoy this segment of the Meek Brown Show. We are here on this segment of the Meek Brown Show. Now, I keep telling you, show after show, we are in full gear. I really don't need to say anything else because you see who's sitting beside me and I'm just floored, okay? So we're just gonna dive right into it. We're gonna slow this segment down because I want everyone to know what you are doing. You know, I'm always excited about what Tamika's doing, okay? So first of all, let them know who you are, Tamika. Your title, your position, all your titles, that is. What do you do?
Well, thank you. Well, first I need to say thank you. It's so good to see you. I know we don't get to see each other as often. I see you on social media and on the show, of course. But I'm glad to see you.
And I want everyone to know this is your third time on the Meek Brown.
This is my third time on the Meek Brown Show.
Thank you.
Yes, and I'm glad that, and thank you for letting me come. I'm glad to be here. But I am Tamika Isaac Devine. I am a wife and mom. I'm also a practicing attorney here in Columbia. I have my own law firm, Jabber and Isaac. I'm also an elected member of your city council. I've been elected for 16 years now and currently serving as the mayor pro tem. Yes, it's been 16 years.
I voted for you. Oh, gosh. Don't tell anybody that to me.
Yeah, 16 years, and this is my second year serving as mayor pro tem, which basically means that when the mayor is not in town, I preside or I handle the mayoral duties, which this year is really, really busy because he's just been sworn in as president of the U.S. Conference of Mayors, so we're so excited and proud of him. But that actually elevates me to do a lot of the mayoral stuff. So that's all those things, but I'm also the founder of my own public speaking coaching consulting firm, the Possibilities Institute, where I work with women leaders and moms to help them discover their leadership possibility, maximize their potential, and live a life that leaves a legacy. And of course, that's a mouthful, which basically just means I help them be their best selves and unlock the endless possibilities they have with them. And I specifically focus on high achieving women who are also working moms with work-life integration so that they don't have to sacrifice their career and their family life.
Absolutely. And you know we need a lot of that going on. Even myself. You see all that I do with my son.
Yes.
Look, let's just... but you do even more. So this is good on this particular segment because like the last segment, the segment before that, I'm trying to get them to... Ladies, you just got to get up and do something. And that's my motto. You have to do something because I think once they come out of that funk or that box, they will find their purpose. They'll find their passion. They'll begin to want to do something other than say, well, I'm a mom, that's all I can do. No, there's a whole lot more you can do. So you have this conference coming up.
I do.
Integrate to Success.
Yes.
I mean, that's like a perfect topic here. And so when Tamika reached out to me, you guys know I'm gonna play on that. Tamika reached out to me. I knew that it was coming up, and this was the perfect time for you to be on my show. First, let's first let them know, when is this?
Okay, so the conference is June 9th, and it is a Saturday. It will be here at the Columbia Downtown Marriott on Main Street, corner of Main and Hampton.
Okay, what time?
And it starts, the conference itself starts at 9. Registration opens at 8, and it will be an amazing day, if I do say so myself. I mean, I'm like, when I look at the agenda, if I weren't the conference host, I'd be like, okay, I'm going to be there.
That. Yes. Right. Can you tell us some of the speakers who are presiding?
Yes, so we'll start off the day with myself. Well, let me say, no, we're going to start off the day with yourself.
Yes.
Our amazing Meek Brown, who will be our mistress of ceremonies for the morning, and then I will speak about work-life integration. What is it? What I do? I mean, the thing about it with me is, and how I got into doing specifically coaching with high achieving women on work-life integration, is because people see me, they see me on social media or out in the community with my kids, and people always say, oh my gosh, how do you do all that? I'm just tired watching you.
Yes.
And yeah, sometimes I do get tired, but I think that you can do anything you set your mind to, but I think you also have to have strategy around what you're doing, and you have to be purposeful with what you're doing.
And balance.
And balance. Well, and I say balance, we use the word balance. I always say, and that's why I say I'm a work-life integration strategist, because I don't believe in work-life balance, because I think that creates very unrealistic expectations for yourself, and it causes you to get disappointed, and so you feel like you want to give up. But instead of work-life balance, I advocate for work-life integration, which is recognizing that who you are professionally and who you are personally is all you. I mean, that's you. And you can't just cut yourself off. That's like cutting off your arm. Okay, I'm a mom, but when I go to work, I'm not a mom. Let me cut off my arm and leave it there. And that just doesn't happen. And so over the years, once I realized that my kids are growing, they're growing quickly, I don't want to miss important moments, but I also don't want to put my career and my goals on hold while they're young, because then one day I'm going to wake up and I'll find that either I'm behind in the career field, or I'm going to feel resentful because I gave up my dreams because, to be mom. And so I realized that it all goes and works together. And so I wanted to, I started living that way, and I'm the happiest I've ever been. And so I want to share that with other women. And so I'll talk about work-life integration, share my tips and strategies, share why that's important for you and your ultimate success, and how you can basically do it all. And so then after I speak, we have an amazing, and when I say amazing, amazing Power Moms panel. Our Power Moms panel are amazing moms that you all probably know, hear from in the community, who are rocking out their careers, but they're also very engaged, very purposeful moms. We have moms with smaller kids. We've got single moms. We've got moms that have kids who have grown and out the house. So it's a variety of moms, because whether you have small kids or older kids or whatever, you're still a mom. And so this Power Moms panel will talk, and they will real talk, kind of how you say, straight no chaser.
Yes, straight no chasers.
They will be talking about their successes, their failures, the lessons learned, how they do everything that they do in their career, in their community, in their churches, and then how do they, just show up every day and be great moms.
And one thing I noticed, or I have experienced, is all about being consistent. Once you find what you want to do, now, is it going to happen overnight or become a success? No. You still make mistakes, I'm sure. I make mistakes every day, but we're consistent. We're trying to keep people informed, in the know, and that way they can't say they did not get the information. I have a question. Why did you design this? What made you come up with this seminar? Why did you feel you needed to do this?
So, quite honestly, it's actually been something that the Lord placed in my heart for a while. And you know how sometimes the Lord will place something in your heart and you're like, God, really?
Yeah.
I'm already doing all this other stuff. You giving this to me? This might not really be the Lord speaking to me. This is something else. And so that was it was in my mind, and I was like, oh, okay, it's not for me. Then I was like, okay, well, if it's for me, maybe I'll do it next year, because unfortunately, and I always say I recognize this, I am somewhat of a perfectionist. However, I've realized perfection is the enemy of really success. So I've gotten over that a little bit, but I decided, okay, I'm not going to wait a whole year, because someone needs this now. And I started getting confirmation. First, I read an article, or I read Twitter about Cardi B. People were hating on her because she was having a baby and saying, why is she having a baby and she's at the height of her career? Why is she doing that? And I was like, okay, she can do both. And then I saw an article that another celebrity mom wrote about their mom guilt, and how when they're away on a shoot or filming something, you know, they try and take their kids, but you know they're not always with their kids, and they feel guilty, and they thought about maybe taking time off from acting, and you know, and then and then I saw some other local folks, and then people started talking to me about, you know, mom guilt or feeling like they were a failure at things, and I was like, you know what, this is confirmation that this is a timely conversation that is needed, and that we, more importantly than the information, but the content's going to be amazing, but more importantly than the content and information you're going to get, the community that we are going to create of working moms at different stages in their careers, different stages in their motherhood, to come together and say, Meek, it's okay.
That's right.
You know, it's okay if, you know, you miss that deadline at work. It's not the end of the world. Or it's okay if you can't make that baseball game tonight. You're going to make something else. You know, and I think that we need that constantly. You and I talked about this before with that female support and loving on each other and being accountability partners, but also just being nurturing being there. And so that's going to be this community. And so I had all that was confirmation that I needed to do it. This was the time. And again, God ordained it, because when I said yes, I was going to do it, I honestly did not decide I was going to do this till the last week of March. The last week of March for a June conference.
And we're having it next month.
And it's like, but within a week of me deciding, I had my venue, I had my keynote speaker, and then I had all these other great moms that I called and
said.
Now
stop right there for 1 second. Now, I want them to hear what you just said. Although you had the vision, you did not start to implement it until this past March.
Right.
But look how it has been coming together. And it still may not be 100%. But once you get focused, you find a purpose, it's amazing who will even come to you.
Right.
Or once you make a phone call, that person may tell this person, girl, you know Tamika, you know. When it's meaningful, it'll come together. And when God is in it, it will come together. And a lot of people don't realize that because they're still in the box.
Right.
Well, I can't do it. How am I going to do it? Try first. And see what happens. Call somebody to see who's been in your shoes before. You know my son doing great with sports, grades. His graduation's coming up. I have 2 things to do on that day. I didn't want to say no, but I had to say no because for and foremost, God is first, and my family is first too. So you can't do it all now, even though someone like Tamika tries. You know, she will tell you you can't. But if you remain consistent, your overflow of blessings, they're unbelievable. Do you agree with that?
I definitely agree. And my blog is called A Divine Life. And so, of course, divine is my name, but divine also stands for doing everything victoriously while intentionally navigating expectations. And the reason I named it that way is you can't do it all, but you can do, if you navigate expectations for yourself and that others have of you, you can get
it
life,
done.
Yeah, you can get it done. You can get the life you want, and you know, I just think that we have to support ourselves and our goals, and move forward.
Right. I totally agree. Tamika, I do have a question for you. Now, we talked about this before too, as far as your husband being involved, and you mentioned something today saying that, you know, he told me, well, I thought you were going to take a break. Does that ever become a problem, or do he really have to hold that hand? Look, you're going to rest today. How do you balance, well, we won't say balance, but how do you integrate that as well? I mean, you do have a family and they're all busy, but when he says to you, all right, now I just need you to take a break, what's your answer for that? How do you navigate that?
So a couple things. Number one, I will tell everybody, I am so blessed. I have the most amazing husband, and he is so supportive of me and my goals, and I know not everyone has that, and I try and also help women figure out how can you get that, how can you help your spouse be more supportive. But my spouse is very supportive, and so he knows me, and he knows that I'm very strong-willed and strong-minded, so he can say, I need you to take a break. He knows if it's something I really want to do, I'm going to go after. So then what he does is he figures out, okay, so how can I support her on this? So just the other night, getting ready for the conference, I had a lot to do. I drank some coffee, and I said, okay, I'm staying up late to do some work. And he was tired, but he was like, okay. So he laid on the couch while I'm at the desk doing my work, because at least that way, that was his way of showing support.
Right.
And then
if you need me, I'm here. I may take a nap,
but
I'm right here, babe.
Right. Or he'll say, you know, what do you need me to do?
Right.
What can I do? And so kind of how we help it is, he knows when it's like really, really pushing. But then he also knows like when he has to say, look, babe, I love you. I see it. You know, I have, and you and I've talked about this before, you know, I have certain physical things that if I am overexhausted, if I'm stressed, if I'm tired, you can start seeing the physical signs on me. And so he knows me so well. He knows when those things start happening. And so he'll say, look, I know this is important. I know you want to do this, but you need to rest. I love you. Our kids love you. You need to be there, be here for us. So you need to take care of yourself first. This other stuff will wait. And so usually when he says that, I know he's serious. I know it's because out of love.
Right.
And so then I have to say, okay, Tamika, take a break.
That's right. Exactly. So I wanted to mention that because, again, ladies, and you know, let me say this, those who are not married, like you said, in hopes that you have a support system. If not, sometimes you do have to encourage yourself. I've been there, done that. But you have to find a way, though. And if it's not from family, it could be friends.
Right.
But you have to find a way, and you have to say to yourself, I need to make this happen, but I can't do it by myself. Let me build my own team. And then when you start building your own team, that's where your support may come from.
Yes.
But I know how busy you are, so I just had to ask that question because I'm thinking, okay, do we have to calm her down sometime? Do we have to say, look, babe, okay now? So, and I know you guys travel now a lot because of your speaking engagements too. So again, everything has to be according to how you can make it happen, how you and your family can make it happen. Just because now you are Tamika and everybody, I'm sure, pull on you a lot, you have to take care of yourself first too, so we can continue to get out here and do what we're doing as well. So you can have this great conference that you're having.
Right. And that's really the ultimate takeaway from the conference too, is that we, you know, what works for me may not work for you, and vice versa. You got to pick what works for you. But the most important thing is you got to understand that being a mom, being a career person, having your own business, whatever it is, all of those things make up who you are. You don't want to, you know, put off something that is important to you because of something else. And so how do you get that? And so that's what we're going to be talking about at this conference. But also importantly is, again, that support. Finding like-minded women who might have some of the same challenges, may have had some of the challenges you've had in the past and they've overcome them. How can you figure out and learn from them how to make it happen?
Absolutely. Now, will you be having vendors at this event? Is it too late for people to get involved? What else do you need for the event? How else can the public become a part of this event? So,
and I failed to say, because we got so into the conversation. In addition to the Power Moms panel, we do have a luncheon. Our keynote speaker is Selena Johnson from Sister Circle fame. She's one of the co-hosts of TV1 Sister Circle. She also was on R&B Divas Atlanta. And so she's amazing, but she's an amazing working mom. She's a great speaker. Yes, she's a great speaker. She has small kids as well as a very amazing career, and so she'll be our keynote speaker. We've got Nikita B as our entertainment. She's an excellent comedian. If you all haven't seen her, you've got to see her. And then our afternoon, we've got sessions, one on wealth and wealth and money, one on health and wellness, and one on beauty and branding.
Oh, my.
And so that is our afternoon. And so how people can be involved, of course, you can come. If this interests you, and if you're watching this, it should interest you.
Yes, it should.
If it interests you, you can go to our website, which is www.integrate2success.com. Integrate2 is spelled out T-O, success.com. There you can purchase tickets. We've got our general admission tickets. We've got our VIP tickets. And for our VIP ticket holders, you'll get reserved seating. You'll also get meet and greet with our celebrity keynote speaker. And then you also, and this to me is worth it for the VIP, you get access to the VIP Mom's Pampering Suite, which is hosted by none other than the amazing Bianca Sharday.
Well, wait a minute. I need the VIP.
Yes.
We need to talk about this thing after this show.
Definitely.
Go ahead.
And so Bianca she's set out our suite. You'll have facials and massages and hair and nails, and it's just going to be amazing. So that's the ticket prices. Going back to vendors, yes, we do have vendor spots available, and that also you can go to the website, tell us about your business, and see if you want to be a vendor. Now, I will say, because of course I want to support women-owned businesses. You don't have to be just a woman, but we would like women-owned businesses to be our vendors. And I'm also trying not to have a lot of competition. Right. We want to make sure we have diversity, and we've got a lot of great things that our participants want to come to support. And so if you go for a vendor, it'll ask you a couple questions about your business and what you'll be selling, and then I'll be in touch with you and see whether or not we have space available for you.
Now, those in the community who cannot attend, but they want to, is there anything we can do about that? Or
there is. We do have the virtual ticket option. People can come and attend the conference from the comfort of their own home or office or cell phone, wherever you want to watch it. We will be streaming to a private group if you've purchased a ticket. So again, go to the website and you'll see your options. There are 3 different ticket options. There's a virtual ticket, there's the VIP ticket, and then there's a general admission ticket. And it tells you what you get with all of them, and you can purchase that online and be there.
Good. Now, can we expect this to be an annual event, a quarterly event, a monthly event? I mean, they need this. We need this.
It is going to be definitely repeated. My current goal is for it to be an annual event.
I know you're like Meek. Come on now, really.
I know.
Talk about this.
Everything else
you're doing too much, Meek Brown.
Except, people say, well, you put it together in 2 months. You can do another one next quarter. But no, because I want to always. I think this is going to be amazing, but I always also want to step up on our game.
Right, and have time.
And I want people to feel like, well, I went last year, so I'm not going to go again. I want to make sure I have something new, fresh, and different. And so I plan to have it as an annual event.
Okay, that is really good. I'm so impressed. I just know that when I received my email, hey, Meek, I need to get back on your show. I'm like, okay, we need to get Tamika back on the show. But I'm excited because we're feeding off of each other. And, a lot of us, we're doing some of the same thing in the community with just maybe different platforms. Yes. And so, what you do, you can grab this type of people, what I do, and then we can bring them together, and I just think that it's magnificent, at least what we're trying to do. Let me say it like that, because ladies, we need you to get up out the couch, stop being moms for maybe a few minutes and come and see what you can take away from this conference. I'm sure you're going to have fun, but you're going to get business tips. You're going to learn strategies. You're going to hear great speakers and a luncheon. Come on now.
Yes.
Come on now.
And
you might get to take a picture with Meek and Tamika. Oh, that sounds good. I like that. What were you saying? So they'll get pictures and things like that?
Well, yes. So of course, it'll be a great room, very energetic. We've got built-in, and on the website is the agenda for the day, so you can see what that is. But we do have built-in networking and vendor time so that people can visit the vendors. Don't have to, I hate when I go to conferences and I feel like, I have to get there early or, rush out, to see somebody before they've packed up. So we're going to make sure our vendors, we've got built-in vendor time. But we also, again, if you have the VIP ticket, you will get a meet and greet with Selena and Nikita, and that'll be in the VIP suite. So you'll get pictures with them. You'll get a chance to interact. But of course, I'll be there. Meek will be there. So of course, you get a picture with us if you want.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the highlight. No, I'm just kidding. Well, we got to wrap it up, and we could go on and on and on. And of course, Tamika, I always look forward to her being on my show. I'm just waiting one day to get a phone call saying, Meek, let's go to lunch. But I can keep my fingers crossed. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to have this on my platform. And I know they are embracing this moment, and you're always welcome to come back and come back and come back. And guys, please, you got to come to this show, Tamika's event. One more time, Tamika, when, where, what time, email address, phone number. Come on.
It is June 9th. It is at the Columbia Marriott. You can find out all information about it or purchase your tickets at the website, which is www.integrate2success.com. There, if you go there, you can also email me, and then, people can always call me anytime. You can call me at my law office or hit me up on Facebook or Twitter. But we really would love to have you there. This is going to be a transformative experience, and definitely an opportunity for you to step up your game, still be mom, but also rock out your career and realize that you you can do it both.
Absolutely. And if you have a flyer or anything, please send it to me so I can keep posting it and posting it. Until next time, have a very sweet Meek week. She got me laughing on the show. See you guys.
Bye.
Thank you. I told you guys. I told you. Hold on a second. Hold on. My mouth is dry, but I told you guys that we were crunked this season on the Meek Brown Show. I hope you enjoyed this segment with our councilwoman, Tamika Isaac Divine, as much as I enjoyed having her on this show. Once again, ladies, if you're not in the know or you have gotten yourself surrounded by the women in our community, you might want to think about doing that. Reach out to them. Reach out to me. Call Tamika. Hey, what do you have next? How can I be a part of it? How can I help you? We are all in this together, okay? If you have a product, a business, you want to start a business, or you just need a platform to get your information out, please reach out to me. Meek Brown, I'm waiting on you. You know why? This cannot happen without you. I need you, and I hope you need me, and we can make this thing great and build an empire together, okay? We have a lot of successful women in our community that can help you help yourself, okay? Again, you can reach out to me, area code 404-667-5073. A lot of people don't give them their phone number, but I'm here to help you, and I want you involved with what we are doing, okay? Don't forget to attend this Integrate to Success conference. We need you. You need us. Let's make this thing happen, okay? Have an awesome week, and until then, have a very sweet Meek week.